Hello, this is Darth Muffin Real, and yes, that's my new real voice. If you never heard it before, hello. I just decided to do this as a video this time instead of just showing a silent video of me using the thing I built. This is my jigsaw table that I built out of chipboard and some scraps, and obviously a old light strip that I didn't use. And I've always been wanting a way to actually hold boards. It's going to be jank. I'm doing this all with one hand, so it's going to be a little jank, but I've always wanted to be able to hold boards and cut them without needing to first attach them to my table with a clamp. So I decided to build this to hold my jigsaw using some clamps. I'm going to see if it's going to be a little dark because this camera's kind of shitty. The lighting in here is kind of bad, but I've got it clamped on with 2 clamps. I'll show you that hopefully later. And this is a little rough, obviously, but I like doing stuff like this, just like I built my cabinet I've showed earlier, and this, obviously, the table itself. So I'm going to attempt to cut a board with one hand. Obviously, I have a glove ready, because safety first, and I'm going to put on a helmet, too, with a face shield. But another thing I got is, I haven't actually set it up yet, but I do have a light here. There's a single plug here that I can use to hook up the lamp so I can actually see what I'm doing, because this jigsaw actually does have a lamp built in, but obviously it's upside down so I can't actually see it. And I'm out of breath because I was just doing some chores. So let's first, I'm going to be black for a second here while I hook up this light. There we go. So I got the light on but the saw off, just so I can explain, because I shouldn't have to explain how lights work, but so I can actually see what I'm doing. And this table is fairly level, and I've cut some things with it. It's fairly stable, obviously, because it's chipboard. It's not the best material for sliding shit around, but I figured for some quick, easy cuts, and this obviously is removable with the clamps, it's super easy to cut with. The only thing I don't like is this blade. It's a pretty big blade. It wobbles a little bit, so I haven't cut anything bigger than a 1x1. I think a 2x2 would actually be kind of, it add a lot of extra vibration. But anyways, I'm going to turn off this lamp, because I actually have to have this plugged in. So now the saw is going to work. I'm going to get my helmet on, and I'm just going to cut a quick board just to showcase it working. Alright, let's see if I can cut this with one hand. Well, there you go. As you can see, it works, and I'm sure you've noticed it vibrating. One thing I forgot is to actually clamp it onto my table here, but I have to fiddle this around. It's kind of a work in progress. It works pretty good. But yeah, see, I cut it fairly easily. No problems. These blades are real nice. They're really deep cut blades. Keep forgetting, I've never done this before, so it's kind of hard to get the camera angled, but there you go. It's a pretty deep cut blades. Allows me to cut through really quick. It's not the most precise, especially on this table. As you can see, there's a little bit of, I don't know if you actually can see that. There might be a little bit of wobble in the blade there, but that's fine. For quick cuts, this is perfect. So I'm going to now try to take this apart and show you how it clamps in. Alright, so here's how it's clamped in. I just got these 2 clamps right here. And these boards here are on a hinge that move back and forth. I couldn't really figure out an easy way to clamp this down, because the I think it's called the step. This thing that's actually attached to the jigsaw, these clamps would not fit to actually clamp the physical metal part onto this board here. So I had to come up with a solution where I use a hinge here to actually hinge it, and then the clamp pushes it in place, and it's actually pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that. Let's see, I have to, this one first, I suppose I could take off my helmet now. This one first comes off. I gotta push it, and now this one can come off like so. Then this one is a pull, and that can come off. And now I simply slide the saw through the cut that I made, and there we go. It's pretty easy to set up. And I was actually kind of worried that the clamping pressure wouldn't be high enough and the saw would slowly move back as I'm cutting. And so far I've cut quite a few cuts. It has not moved. So I think it actually should be alright. So yeah, there's my makeshift scrap jigsaw table. So yeah, this is not an April Fool's video, and thank you for watching.